What's up, everyone? The dust has finally settled in Miami. The blockbuster trades that have dominated the conversation for the past week are now 100% official. The NFL's transaction wire has processed the deals, and in the fine print, a new detail has emerged that clarifies Miami's future interests. Let's get straight to the official breakdown. The deals are done. First, the formalities. The trades involving the Dolphins, Steelers, and Giants are now finalized. Jalen, Ramsey, and Jonnu Smith are officially members of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Minkah Fitzpatrick is officially back with the Miami Dolphins. Darren Waller's trade from the Giants is official, cementing his return to the NFL in Miami. The speculation is over. These are the rosters, the official terms, and the key detail. Now, let's look at the official terms of the massive trade with Pittsburgh, because this is where we got our new piece of information. Here is the final official breakdown. Miami receives safety Minkah Fitzpatrick, a 2027 fifth-round draft pick from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh receives cornerback Jalen Ramsey, tight end Jonnu Smith, a 2027 seventh-round draft pick from Miami. Now, here is the important new detail that was previously unknown. The fifth-round pick the Dolphins received is Pittsburgh's own pick. Why does that matter? The Steelers also own an extra fifth-round pick in 2027 from a trade they made with the Dallas Cowboys. If Miami had received that pick, they would have had to become Cowboys haters in 2026, hoping Dallas would have a bad season to make the pick more valuable. Since they received Pittsburgh's own pick, the rooting interest is simple and direct. For that pick to be as high as possible, the Dolphins will need the Steelers to have a bad season in 2026. It's a small clarification, but for fans who track draft assets, it's an important one. The chapter is closed. So, with the ink now dry, the chapter is officially closed. The Dolphins have their new pieces, and we know the exact compensation down to the last draft pick. The front office has made its moves, and now the focus shifts entirely to the field. Now that you know every single official detail of these trades, what's your final grade? Did the Dolphins win these deals? Let me know your final take in the comments below. The ink is officially dry on the Darren Waller trade, and while Miami fans are excited to see the new tight end in action, the most important detail of the deal isn't the player, it's the fine print. The official transaction log has revealed a crucial element that shows just how smartly the Dolphins have protected themselves in this high-upside gamble. Here are the official terms that have now been processed by the league. The Miami Dolphins received tight end Darren Waller and a conditional seventh-round pick in 2027. In return, the New York Giants receive a conditional sixth-round pick in 2026. That word, conditional, is everything. This isn't a simple player for pick swap. It's an insurance policy. Given that Waller is returning from a brief retirement, there's an inherent risk. The Dolphins front office acknowledged this and built a safety net directly into the trade. So, what are the conditions? While they aren't public, we can speculate they are tied to performance metrics. Things like Waller's playing time or his status on the active roster. Here's the genius part. If Waller doesn't meet these conditions, the pick that comes back to Miami could actually improve. Think about it. In a worst-case scenario where the Waller experiment doesn't work out, the seventh-round pick the Dolphins receive could potentially upgrade to a sixth-rounder. This would mean the net cost of taking a chance on a Pro Bowl caliber tight end was simply delaying a late-round draft pick by 1 year. It's a move that minimizes the downside while keeping all the potential upside. Of course, the ideal outcome is that Waller becomes a dynamic weapon Miami needs, and these conditions never even come into play. But the structure of this deal shows some incredibly savvy maneuvering. It's a calculated risk, not a blind gamble. What do you think of this trade structure? Is this a masterclass in risk management from the Dolphins front office? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The first step is complete. Waller is a Dolphin, but the Real win might be the clever deal-making that ensures Miami is protected no matter what happens next.